Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome once again in our new part of accounting ratio. Here I will write accounting ratio. Okay, so here before going to our next ratio, total asset to date ratio. That is our total asset to date ratio. That is our new ratio. Before going to that, we will cover balance sheet. Let's recap our balance sheet. It is very important to recap the balance sheet and know all its particular items. Let us understand. First of all, in liability side, what will come? Shareholder funds. Shareholder funds. In shareholder funds, what will come? Share capital and reserve and surplus. Then, second, here will come debts, long-term debts, long-term borrowings. Remember this word, we will always write here borrowings and long-term provisions. Okay, these collectively called debts. Okay, now here come current liability. In current liability, what will come? Outstanding expenses and creditors and short-term loans. This all will cover in the particular heading of current liability. Okay, here the amount will be written. Now, see on the asset side. First of all, what we'll write? Non-current assets. Non-current assets. In non-current asset, we will first cover fixed asset. Fixed assets are of two types, tangible or intangible. Okay, then after, this is non-current assets. Then after it will come non-current investments. Non-current investments. And here one more thing can become. What is? Long-term loan and advances. Remember these terms. This is long-term borrowing, it's a liability, and it's a long-term loan and advances, it's our asset. That is very important in this chapter to be known. Now, current assets include prepaid expense, bills receivable, debtor. These are all cash, bank. These all are current assets. Here, bills payable. So, what are these? Current liabilities. So this is the performance of the balance sheet. In this, what you have to remember is why I have taken the balance sheet. We have did it a lot of time. We have to remember the particular headings. Shareholder funds, long-term borrowing, long-term provisions always given in the question. Current liabilities, heading will be given. This item will be missing. So these are all items are included in current liability. Then after non-current asset, fixed asset is included in non-current asset. Non-current investments, long-term loan and advances. Remember this term. This is our asset. Most of the students do this mistake. Okay. Remember this. Now the current assets. Okay. Remember these headings. These are very important for you all. Now we are moving to our next topic, that is total asset to debt ratio. I am writing it here. This is our new concept, total to debt ratio. See here the ratio, total asset to debt ratio. Total asset, what will be the ratio? Total asset divided by total assets divided by debt. Remember this term, this is debts. Here will come long term debts. Okay, short term loans will come here? No, only the long term loans will come in this debt. Remember this term. Now, why I have shown you this balance sheet? I have shown you this balance sheet because whatever these assets will be, remember this, here it will be, they are total assets. Here the total assets amounts will come, and here total debts. Here the amount will come, that will be the total. Okay, so this total amount is total assets and this is total debts या फिर total liabilities. Clear to everyone? And this amount is always equal to it. Now, come to the question. Here we are talking total asset to debt ratio in solvency ratios. Solvency ratio, we are talking about the first ratio, total asset to debt ratio. So what is in the total ratio? Total asset divided by debts. Debt is long-term debts. So total asset is, if we total all these assets, it will come total assets. And divide by debts. Which debts? These debts. Long-term borrowing and long-term provisions. Long-term borrowing and long-term provision is our long-term debts. We will not add current liability or shareholder fund. Only this borrowing and provisions will come in the debt. Clear to everyone? So now we will solve some practical questions. Here the question, illustration number 47, page number 4.30. Question given us long-term debts 16 lakh, total asset 24 lakh. And question asked us to find out total assets to debt ratio. So this we have to find out. How to find out total asset to debt ratio? I am writing it here. Total asset to debt ratio is equal to total assets divided by debts, or debts, which debts? Long term debts means udhar. Okay, so total asset is given to us 24 lakh and long term debts already given in the question 16 lakh. So if we will cut it, what will come? Cut this, it will come around 1.5. So the ratio will be 1.5 divided by 1. Okay? This is how you have to solve these types of question. This is under the solvency ratio first, total asset to debt ratio. Okay. And the objective of computing this ratio is to establish relationship between total asset and long-term debts. Here one thing should be noted. In solving these types of questions, total asset to debt ratio. Current asset, remember this term, current asset include spare and loose tools. This is very important. Remember this note. For solving these types of solvency ratios, you have to remember that current asset include spare and loose tools. Before we are solving liquidity ratio, current ratio and quick ratio, we are excluding it. We are not taking it. But right now we have to take in this ratio because it includes. It's given in your book also. Remember it. Okay, moving to our next question.